Hey everyone, my name's Jessie Lovell, and my mini documentary covers Univers, designed by Adrian Frutiger. Adrian was born in Unterseen, Switzerland in 1928. Over the course of his life, he was responsible for creating 44 fonts that can be seen on posters, street signs, and subways and signage around the world from JFK to Charles de Gaulle. Frutiger developed an affinity for art and type at a young age, ultimately deciding to pursue a career in typography at 15. Frutiger landed his first apprenticeship in a print shop in Interlaken, just outside his hometown. A few years later, he was accepted to Zurich's University of the Arts. Frutiger derived many of his early designs from his university professor, Walter Kosch. Kosch's sans serif, or grotesque designs, were heavily influenced by the Roman imperial capitals from the 4th and 5th centuries AD. He believed that the overall proportions and width of sans serif letters should be similar. While Kosch and Frutiger didn't always agree in their design ideas, Frutiger was heavily influenced by his time with Kosch in Zurich. Frutiger believed there should be consistency in the movement of a typeface, stating the letters should stand next to each other like links in a chain. He was especially conscious of letter spacing and the use of negative space within counters. We can think of this as basically the space that is fully or partially enclosed. You can think of that like a P or a C or an O, for example. Shortly after graduation in 1952, Frutiger landed a job at the highly respected de Berny and Peignot in Paris as a type designer. He had free rein to explore and test new ideas. At the time, he expressed to his new employers that he felt the typeface designs currently raging across Europe were beginning to feel stale. They were classic and predictable, too geometric, and therefore lacked character, dimension, and utility. Frutiger once said, "The best typeface is the one that impinges least on the reader's consciousness, becoming the sole tool that communicates the meaning of the writer to the understanding of the reader." Shortly after joining de Berny and Peignot, Frutiger began designing a sans serif typeface family that avoided perfect geometry, had a high level of readability, and could be used in harmony with one another. Univers was released in 1957. It's a neo-grotesque sans serif typeface, unique for encompassing a large swath of widths and weights, all denoted by a unique number system instead of names. We can take Univers 68, for example. The 6 defines the weight of the typeface. This is on a 3 to 8 number scale, 3 being the lightest and 8 being the boldest. While the 8 indicates whether or not the typeface is a Roman design or italic. Frutiger defined even numbers as italic and odd numbers as Roman. So here we can see that Univers 68 is a semi-bold typeface and italic due to the even second digit. Univers became popular because of its versatility. Typically, posters or pamphlets would use one typeface, while signage required another typeface that allowed for enlarged letters. Because Univers contains multiple widths and weights within a single family, it presents a high level of versatility for all typographic needs. Similar to Helvetica, also released in 1957, Univers is simple, modern, and minimalistic. You can see that there is slightly more space between each letter to increase readability, and the use of white space differs slightly. The V, for instance, in Univers is shorter and wider, with more white space in the middle. Univers evokes a sense of beauty without being obvious. Frutiger creates personality and movement through spacing and white space while maintaining simplicity. While Helvetica became wildly popular early on, it lacked the consistency and versatility that Univers was designed with when it was first released in 1957. Thank you.